H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is what? It's Women Rock Wednesday. I got it up on the screen and it's talking to me. What's going on, everybody? Let me tell y'all something. Glad to be back. Got back safely on the road. Had a great road trip. Shout out. I see you Melvin dudes up there. Let me see, man. I ain't got enough of y'all up there. Hold up. Shout a show, man. What y'all doing? Quit playing around. Quit playing around here, y'all. Shout a show. What's up, Todd? Todd, how your wife doing, man? What y'all been up to? Y'all must got making some babies or something around there. I ain't heard from y'all. But what's going on, man? It's gonna be a unique show today. It's Women Rock Wins. It's gonna be a unique show today. Got so many things to bring up. I'm gonna give people a chance because I know I start. Y'all know I start on time, and and a lot of some people figure if I'm not here, they just come in when they want to. But I'm gonna give y'all something today. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some that I've never had. So I'm gonna just give it to you. When I get something new and I get something I want to share with y'all. You see, man, I didn't even realize I didn't even work my lights and stuff today, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I got coming off that road. I had a great time, TSU, over the weekend. We beat Mississippi Valley. Uh, I told y'all about the travel plans we had. The travel plans we had, and we had went about an hour and a half outside of town. Had to turn around because we couldn't make it into Arkansas Pine Bluff, so we missed that game. A game would be made up on February the 4th. On February the 4th, I think. But don't quote me on that one unless if I can quickly get to the TSU website, then I'll let y'all quote me on it. But TSU Texas Southern, but it's gonna be made up because I want to play that team because that's the team that got the guy that was hitting all the points, and I haven't. I got to check. I got to check up on it. So Texas Southern basketball, I can go to it right quick, but we had to turn around and come back. So what we did the other day on Sunday, we flew into Memphis and went over to Greensville, Mississippi, because that's right outside of Itabena, Mississippi. Itabena. Let me see when they're gonna make that game up. I want to make sure I give it to y'all. Hold on. It's gonna be made up right after. I know it's right after the Prairie View game. That's all I remember. The last game of the season, right after the prayer. So the Prairie View game is on. No, it's gonna be that game. No, wait a minute. Oh yeah. February 1st, we play Prairie View on that Saturday. So we didn't really have a game. So on that Tuesday, on that Saturday and on that Tuesday, we're gonna go to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and play February 4th. Okay, y'all got that February 4th. So after we play Prairie View on that Saturday at home, I know y'all gonna pack it out. I ain't got to worry about it. I got to see y'all. Y'all, let's have a good time that day. We should be packing all of them out because there ain't that many. And but I want to make sure that that's the game. So on that Thursday, we will fly. We're gonna play on that Tuesday. Okay, all right. So I just want to make sure you had that information. Got so much more stuff I got to tell. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Martin Luther King. Ladies and gentlemen, when I think about it, hey, Sonya, hold up. Did I talk about Melvin Dudes? And shout out to my people. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Todd. Hey, Sterling. Oh, it's Women Rock Wednesday. Fellas, I take that back. Forget you, fellas. Lakeisha and Tanya. I'm recognizing y'all right now. I'm sorry. But fellas, thank you for diligently being there. When, because some of them women, they just take a little old time to come on here. And I got something for them today. But guess what? They're going to have to rewind it because I'm finna give it to Sonya and I'm finna give it to Lakeisha. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to the son of a minister, grandson of a minister, great grandson of a minister. And all of these people came through his mother's line except his father. Uh, one of the greatest human beings in the 20th century, gone too soon. But I want y'all to sometime, because they're gonna talk about him on Monday. But this is actually birthday today, and but I was thinking about the 13 years of his life, and between uh, what's that 1955 and when he was assassinated. Those are really the years that people focus on. But what I want y'all to understand, he came out of Black institutions. He went to Morehouse and he spoke to the world. Let me repeat that. Black institution. He came out of Black institutions and spoke to the world, Sonia. Let me repeat that, because people talk down on Black institutions of the HBCUs and the DEI. He came out of a Black institution and spoke to the world. Give me some water on that one, because I don't think nobody got it yet, because ain't nobody said nothing yet. Lakeisha Willis Johnson came out of a Black institution. Talk to me, Lester. Brian Boatwright. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King. See, we talk about this in 13 years, y'all, of his life between 1955 and until he's assassinated, and those are really the years that everybody focus on. But today, Robert Hatter want to focus on, he came out of Black institutions, Lester, and he spoke to the world. We got a lot of people come out of Black institutions. They don't speak to the world. This guy spoke to the world. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King. Happy birthday again. Happy birthday. Man, you just... Y'all know how I am. Y'all know I am. That's why y'all share this show, text, tag, and tell somebody, because I got this. I got this over the last few days. Text, tag, tell your friends right now. I'm gonna give it to you in just a second. So text, tag, and tell your friends right now. Because I got some stuff. It's Women Rock Wednesday, so I always got something for you. I got something for your heart and your mind today. But I was just thinking about something, right? Think about it. Just thinking about it. Wow. A lot of stuff happened. The Texans gonna play. We're gonna talk about the Texans. We're gonna talk about them, but we gotta talk about Martin Luther King right now. We gotta talk about this. Did anybody text tags tell somebody? Text tag tell somebody. Anybody? I was thinking about something. The happy birthday to you. I can't play it, copyrighted song, I can't play it. But I was thinking about it. But up until recently, I just never went and read all the words in that song. I sung it, but I didn't comprehend it. I didn't read it. Lester, I've sung it, but Lester, Brian Boatwright, Rabbit, he said, it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. Because we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can sit aside to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree what could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be? I didn't hear. I used to sing this. I didn't read it. Sonia, Bryant, share the show. Then he went into happy birthday. You know, they go to the happy birthday. And then Sonia, he said, Stevie said, I just never understood how a man who died for good could not have a day that we be set aside for his recognition, because it should never be just because some cannot see. The dream is as clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion, and we all know everything that he stood for time will bring, for in peace in our hearts we'll sing thanks to Martin Luther King. Them folks in Phoenix didn't want it. What's my man, that congressman with messed up? Well, they didn't want it. Brian Boatwright. Sonia, I just a few days ago, I never read it. I've been singing it. But these words are coming off the screen. They said, why has there never been a holiday where peace is celebrated all throughout the world? The time is overdue. Stevie Wonder wrote this because the people wouldn't sign the bill to make it a national holiday. For people like me and you who knew the way to the truth is love and unity to all God's children. It should be a great event, and the whole day should be spent in full remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. So let us all begin. We know that love can win. Let it out. Don't hold it in. Sing it loud as you can. Sonia, I never read it. I always sung it. Happy birthday to you. They go through there. Happy birthday. Then they said, we know the key to unity of all people is in the dream that you had so long ago, that lives in all of our hearts of people that believe in unity will make the dream become a reality. I know we will, because our hearts tell us so. Happy birthday to you. Sonia, Sonia, I'm thinking about me. I don't know about y'all. Rabbit. I ain't never had nobody read it to me like I just read it to y'all. That's why this platform is so important. I've been knowing that song, D. Holcomb, for a long time and been singing it for a long time, but I haven't read the lyrics until recently. But me, see there? Sonia, think about it. See, everybody else concerned about him. I dream of speech. I have a dream speech. I think about who he was after the dream speech that led to his assassination. They will celebrate him on Monday, but we gonna celebrate him today. Y'all blew me away, man. How we can just let people erase. I told y'all the story. About Adam Clayton Powell. How they tried to erase him. Where's my, hold up. How they tried to erase that man's history. One of the greatest men ever. When I tell you ever, looking up something right quick. Man, something's terribly wrong with my information source here. Something is. Oh, yeah, okay. They're not. Come on, man. Where y'all at? Wait a minute. Yeah. But it's just so, y'all, just so unique. Hold up. Because I want to read to y'all something. Because we just allow people to just do whatever they want to our heroes. Whatever they want to our heroes, man. But I'll never forget the New York Times. The New York Times, I got it right here. I got it, man. I got it, Rob. I don't need that mess. I got it. I got my man. Oh shoot, I went. Oh, but I was thinking about trying to figure out. I don't want to miss it. But when Martin Luther King started the Montgomery boycotts, Sonia, he said publicly he learned the tactics from reading a book called Marching Blacks by Adam Clayton Powell. It was written by Adam Clayton Powell in 1944. See, when I talk about Martin, I want to talk about this man here too. Not only did he outline the civil rights movement, I'm talking about Adam Clayton Powell. He just did so. Like I told you, he let Malcolm X, Muslim Baptist preachers didn't let Muslims preach in the pulpit. This man was so confident in who he is. But in my research of him, talking about Adam Clayton Powell, I'm talking about him with these two great men, Martin Luther King, right? Watch this. In my research, it haunted me that Adam Clayton Powell died in April the 4th, right? 1972. So he died April the 4th, 1972. 2 days after that, on April the 6th, 1972, it was an editorial in the New York Times, right? They wrote this editorial that I really didn't like. And when I'm studying, I'm going to tell y'all I didn't like it. They said in the editorial, in their newspaper, and they didn't like him because he used to call it the Cracker Bible. The New York Times. He was an audacious black man now. But talking about Adam Clayton Powell on Martin Luther King's birthday. I'm going to show you why. It's a reason. They said in this editorial in their paper on April the 4th, 1968, a black leader, April the 4th, 1968, a black leader named Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis. It's an editorial. 4 years later, to the day, on April the 4th, 1972, a black leader named Adam Powell died at Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami. Okay? Wasn't bad. I wasn't bad about this. This is the problem I had, Harold Tillman. The New York Times said one died and left a legacy. He said the other died and left nothing. I've never, Thaddeus Moody, resented something more in my life for them to even suggest 2 days after his death that a man who changed life as we knew it for us and for other Americans that were poor, he left no legacy. Then they always tried to play us against each other. They don't want us to follow a model of protest and power. Adam Clayton Powell, great man. Martin Luther King, great. These two guys right here, and they didn't get along. Mate, I miss you. Mate, I like you on TikTok. Girl, you're gorgeous. You're off the chain on TikTok. And I just got TikTok because my son been doing some business with TikTok. And he mad because the TikTok, the United States might ban TikTok. He hot as hell. He said, Dad, he hot. He calling me every day with something, But I like to share those things because a lot of us don't know. Adam Clayton Powell did so much. Martin Luther King did so much. But Mate, you missed it earlier. Go back later on the show. No, go home. We're home. Go look up the lyrics to the Happy Birthday song. Up until recently, I never read the lyrics. I used to just hear the song. I know you done played it. Your DJ probably done played it a million times. Happy birthday to you. But I never just sit and listen and read the lyrics. I've sung the lyrics. I never read them. And I happened to read them the other day, and it blew me away. But y'all know I be on the road with these young men for TSU and call the games for the women. I get a chance to meet these young people who's going to HBCU, just like Martin Luther King went to HBCU. You can speak to the world from an HBCU, ladies and gentlemen. But I was thinking about something. And I told one of the kids, I said, because he was telling me about all of the stuff that he was doing. I said, you may not be a bad person, but you're in a bad pattern. Bad choices in a consistent form. Excuse me, consistent format. Bad choices. There's a pattern. But I told him, we are more than our worst mistakes we ever made. See, y'all be throwing the book at. Somebody called me talking about a kid cussed a coach out. A kid coach, man, something's going on at this kid's home. I don't want to throw the kid away. I want to embrace it. Yeah, you can tell him I'm mad at him, but boy, I love him. So right after when you say, Coach Robert had him mad at you, tell him, but he loves you. Because y'all, we're more than the worst mistakes that we ever made. You're more than the choices that you make. Somebody need to hear this right now. You are more than the decisions that you make. You are more than the mistakes that you make. Somebody after a game the other day, somebody gonna tell me, man, didn't nobody talk to the kid when he came out of the game, man, I bet he ain't starting the next game. No, come out and had one of the best games of the season. But a lot of people just give up on kids. You're more than the mistakes that you make. You're even more than the good decisions you make. But I told him, you might not be a bad person. And that is something that you got to decide that. I don't know you like that. But it's up to you to figure it out, son. You might not be a bad person, but got some bad patterns. And I want some of us to release ourselves from seeing our choices as a reflection of our values. Our choices are combinations of a variety of things. We can get unstuck out of them bad patterns. Big Coach said, the HBCU experience is something I wish I experienced. I wasn't exposed to it. That's why I tried to expose my players to it. Absolutely, Big Coach. Big Coach, and you're doing a great job, man, in case somebody didn't tell you. But let me get it. Y'all, did y'all know something? I had to give y'all that. You Women Rock Wednesday. I got to give you something like that. Coach, y'all got to understand, sometimes the guys don't listen to us, but they might listen. They listen to their mamas. They listen to their mamas. They listen to the mamas. Man, I promise you, I done told my son great thing after great thing after great thing. But his mama can say something. He don't even know I know this. I don't even try to fight with it. I just said, piss me off now. But I saw something the other day. And I want to share with y'all. Share the show right now. I want to share this with y'all. Because I was talking about, the Anthony Edwards and the Ant-Man and all the crazy stuff he doing, and all these dudes coming on there, all this cussing, and Fred VanVleet for cussing the referees out, and Ben Matherin calling the referee, lady referee, a bitch last night. But the league need to start propping these guys like I'm finna show you in a second. They need to start talking about these kind of guys. We need to start watching.
Cade Cunningham, that's the...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
That's stuff a legend right there. I mean, what are you thinking in this moment? Like, what the heck just happened out there?
Man, I love my team, man. I love my team, dog. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This is what we set out to do. We came here and did it, man. What else can you ask for?
You come out 18 in the third quarter. You have 29 in the second half. You had to play through the 4 fouls early. Just as a player, how does that change how you have to play, knowing you basically had 2 fouls to work with in the second half, which turns out you didn't even need to use?
It's tough, man. I try to help us on both sides of the floor. I'm trying to guard how people guard me, you know what I'm saying? It was a ugly game at first, but teammates stuck it through. They kept encouraging me. Everybody made huge plays. Sass made huge plays for. I'm just happy for the team, man. This is what we've been working for.
This Malik Beasley guy, he can shoot a little bit.
Facts. Best shooter in the world, man. We say it all the time. Best shooter in the world. Threesley.
Threesley. He had 2 big ones, obviously, late in the game. Hey, for you talk about impact on both ends. Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, they're so good at drawing contact, right? And even when you're not defending them, like,
Did y'all hear his spirit? Did y'all feel his spirit after the game? And listen, I know comparison is the thief of joy, and I'm not comparing. I want to highlight this young man, Cade Cunningham, the #1 pick. That's the kid we need to talk about. He didn't get on there cussing and talking about, man, every other word. He knew the moment. He seized the moment. He knew Robert Hatter was going to see that video. I'm just kidding. Sonya, that's Cade Cunningham out of Dallas. So tell my people in Dallas, I mean, it was a breath of fresh air. See, maybe some of y'all like all of that old crazy stuff. Listen, be crazy off camera. I'm crazy off camera, sometimes on, but be crazy off camera. You feel me? But I was thinking about this city of Houston. Sonya gonna really appreciate this. The Rockets and the Texans and the Cougars. Y'all know they all got something in common. They are all elite defensive teams. Not to mention really good teams overall, but they're elite defensive. Houston is the city of defense. Have anybody noticed that? Anybody noticed that? Somebody just sent me something. Let me see. Hold on. Shout out to my young fella at 23-9. Wait a minute. Trey Dunn from Waxahachie. Outside of Dallas, to all my Waxahachie people got on me about that. Outside of Dallas, Trey had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Oh my God. Other night in a win versus Mesquite. Hey, and y'all, let me tell y'all something. Somebody said it on the show a while ago. Somebody said Shadow Creek's goal is to beat everybody in the district by 40. And do y'all know they beat everybody by 40? Hold up, man. You all hear what I'm saying? Shadow Creek, the Creek boys over there off 22, 30, 22, 23, 23, 34, whatever, them 22s over there. 22, 34, I think. Do y'all realize, Sonya, Shadow Creek been beating everybody by 40? What the hell is going on in Houston? Is the district that bad or the Shadow Creek that good? Let me keep going. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Ivan Pettit, have you been to see Shadow Creek play this year? Odyssey, have you been to see? I know you don't go to nothing on the north side. Hey, King Sticks, you always talk about some other school. Have you been to see? Have anybody been paying attention to Stafford High? I haven't. Ain't nobody said nothing to him. Jay, ain't nobody said nothing about Stafford High School to me. They 25-0. Ain't nobody said nothing. Have they been beating people by 40? You got to understand. Thank you. I'm going to put it on the screen. Thank you. Jay, what's your real name, Jay? Jay, give me your name. I don't like all that Jay. Your name more than Jay. They have a 6'11 and a 6'8. 6'11 and a 6'8. And they ain't lost a game. Okay. He said, I seen them at Rick Nelson event. Yeah, they got something, Shadow Creek. Did you give them a pep talk, Hatter? Did I give who a pep talk? I don't remember what you were talking about. Jay, what's your name, Jay? Give me your real name, Jay. You know, I want to know y'all, Jay. Jay, you see my name on the screen, Jay. What's your name? kicking everybody by 40 and losing the first round of playoff. See, you always got a damn hater. They always win the first round. They might lose in the second round. Mr. King 6, freaking hater. Y'all, see this? These the haters right here. Well, just watch. Look at it. He couldn't say nothing positive to save his damn life. You can tell a hater. Let me put the hater up on the screen a little bit more. No, I didn't give him. Oh, what's up? That ain't Jay Jackson, is it? Jay, I did not know that was you, man. John Jackson. Jay, I didn't know all of that, man. So I'm gonna shout you out again this week, Jay. Jay, we play Saturday and Monday. This weather hold up. Calling it now. Kimball versus Stafford for the state championship. Okay, I like that kind of stuff right there. How the hell that's a fact? King Sticks. Facts are the actual truth. They don't lose in the first round of the play. Didn't that what you say? Hold up, y'all. See, he talking about facts. They kill me with this facts. Watch this, y'all. Let me put this up here for him. Let me put this up there for him. He said they're kicking back in the first round of the playoff. How much you want to bet, King Sticks? How much you want to bet, King Sticks? I'm not a betting man, but how much you want to bet, King Sticks? Let's bet today. I'm finna go against everything. I'm betting on that one. He talking about facts. Y'all look what he talking about, facts. People kill me with that facts. It just told a lie. But let me keep going. So, hold up, Aaron Wilford. I'm finna take a picture of your quote. Boy, y'all know I'm keeping receipts on you. Y'all, you should have known that, Aaron, when you put it up on the screen. You want to take it back, Aaron? Tell me if you want me to take it back. I just took it. Hold up. I'm finna put it in my notes. Watch it. Go to my notes. I'm gonna put it under receipts. That's for Aaron Wilford. Anybody else got something they want to say? Anybody else? Receipts. Yeah. Hold up, y'all. I know how to spell. Anybody else got something to say? Congratulations to our very own Legacy Titans national team, Jason Scott and Tyrus Rathburn, named McDonald All-American West nominee. Amen. Amen. We ain't gonna put that up there. We ain't doing that. Y'all, we ain't doing this. They wasn't named no McDonald All-American West nominees. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, Alpha Yo Visa. We're not doing that. You can nominate your damn son right now to be. We ain't doing that. Kevin Freitman can nominate his son right now. We ain't doing that. Don't even put that on the screen. Just put that the national team, they ain't named or nothing. Come on, Alpha Yo. Bad journalism right there. I hope the kids in your class see that. That's bad journalism by your instructor right there. Who named them? How about that? Let me keep going. Where was I at? Are we finished? Sonya, don't congratulate that. Don't congratulate that. Don't congratulate. Take that back. I wish you could erase it. No. No. And no again. So now do that to them kids. Don't do that to yourself. And you definitely ain't gonna do it on this show. All right. Let's get back to this. I said Houston is the city of defense. The Texans, lady, No, Sonya, if we keep repeating a lie, it'll become people that become somebody's reality. If we keep saying that, no, Alpha, you should know better. You didn't watch this show too long. We had the McDonald man on here before. Don't do that. Oh, come on, y'all. That's why I guess we got to. I ain't gonna even go there because I ain't gonna give it much legs. I ain't gonna give that much leg. Me and his Uncle Cunningham was in the army together in Germany. Wow. Brian Boatwright, you and Cade Cunningham uncle? Man, I love Cade Cunningham. Alpha, you send me this stuff, right? You send me this stuff, right? Okay. I'm gonna let you believe what you want to believe. Okay. I'm gonna let you believe what you want to believe. We'll see you later. Okay. We'll see you later on that one. The Texans, right? They give up 312 yards a game. That's third. Trey Phillips. I'm not gonna go. The man sending me all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there, Trey. Hey, Cindy. But let me get you talk about your Texans now. They number one in defense. Siri, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the Texans, not Siri. 312 yards a game. That's third in the NFL. 21.3 points allowed. That's 11th in NFL. 1.8 turnovers a game. That's second in the NFL. They almost get 2 turnovers every game. 2.9 sacks. That's fourth in the NFL. 37.8% pressure rate. That's second in the NFL. Hatter, did you watch the Memphis? Yes, I watched parts of it. I hadn't watched the whole game. Houston. Hey, the Houston Rockets are pretty damn good. But this is what D'Amico Ryan said about his team. He said, if you're not about that swarm mentality, SWARM, swarm to the ball mentality, then it's going to be hard for you to play defense for me. He said, I only see it one way. But check this out. He in the right place. Brian, you can't want to go nowhere, Brian. It's called a draft. You can want to go anywhere you want to go. You can want people in hell want ice water, but that don't mean they're gonna get it. Your NFL is a draft. You got to go where them white folks tell you to go, Brian Boat, right? You're drafted. I want this one. You give me this one. Like the old auction block. I want this one. It's a draft. Anything we got a draft on, I don't like drafts. Because I think everybody should be a free agent. Everybody should be able to go. It's a free market. They draft you, that means you're bound to them. They draft you, that means you're bound to them. If it wasn't drafted, you can go to whatever team you want to. He could have came to Houston if they didn't have a draft. The draft ain't for the players, it's for the owners. Don't ever forget that. Ever forget that. Okay, let me keep going. Then I look at the Rockets. Because y'all, we talking about Houston is the city of defense. I told you about the Texans. Let me share some with your Rockets. The Rockets, 103.4 points allowed. It's third in the NBA. 44.4 field goal defense. That's second in the NBA. 48.8 rebounds. Wow. Per game. That's first in the NBA. 104.8 points for 100 possessions. God, that's third in the NBA. Man, Garrett Carter, what was I saying last year about these Houston Texans? Sonya, what did I say? He said, you see that sent the cancer to step in. What? We are not for this feelings. You see that sent the cancer to. Tanya, I didn't get that one, baby. That one. If my friends are not logged in, we're not friends anymore. Boy, I love Jameson Monroe. I'm getting y'all some good stuff right now. Emma Adoka said, people know your reputation. I came on this show. I said, I guarantee last year, because I knew what Emmy Adoka was bringing to the table. Trey Phillips, you were there. I said, I guarantee they make the playoff. Missed the playoff about a half a game, I think. It was 41-41 last year. I'm scared to even look over there right now. I'm going to look over there in a minute and tell you where they're at. And then we come to the Houston Cougars. Houston is the city of defense. Houston Cougars. 86.3 points per 100 possessions. That's number one. 54.2 points allowed. That's number one. 22-point scoring margin. That's number one in NCAA. 34.69 field goal defense. That's number one. Kevin Sampson said, we don't teach defense with a microwave around here. We put you in that oven, buddy. We put you in that oven. Boy, I'm so glad they got rid of that. What's up there, Demetrius? I'm so glad they got against that Dion there. We're going to talk about this. Sonya, you brought him up. Sonya, I didn't bring him up. But, hey, listen. Something wrong with that kid, man. Something wrong with that kid. We're going to talk about it. But I had to give y'all that. Houston, when people get to talking that stuff, Houston's where it's at right now. Do y'all know we got the Texans in the second round of the playoffs? Do y'all know? Hold on, let me put it up. I want to make sure I got that exact right there. Let me bring up them Houston Rockets. Hold on. We got the Texans, right? What I was looking for? We got the Texans. We got the Texans. Going to the NBA. Let's look at the standings. Let's look at the Western Conference. The Houston Rockets are the number 2 team in the Western Conference. Y'all thought I was... Wait a minute. Come on. Kirk Collins, you was here last year. I know some of y'all thought I was talking... Robert, you just lacking the... No, man. I saw... Y'all remember what I said? Who remember? Kevin Freeman at? What Kevin Freeman at? You remember what I said, Kevin Freeman? Kevin Freeman. Sonya, you was there. You know, Kevin Freeman, what did I say? I watched Denver, right? And I watched how Denver, the Joker, and Jamal Murray was playing off each other. Sonya did not come back and say, that could be Alfie Sengun and Jalen Green. Didn't I say? I said, that's That's what I said. Y'all got mad at Jalen Green. I said, boy, y'all got mad at her. What's the girl name? What's the girl name you be messing with? What's her name? Sweet little girl. What's the little girl name? See, I forgot her name. She's of so importance to me. But I said, girl, keep doing what you're doing to him. I forgot the girl name. What's her name? Somebody put her name up there. Houston, be it back 3 decades, back-to-back champs. No. I'm talking about all of these teams good at the same time. So we got the Rockets balling. The Cougars, where they ranked at? Where the Cougars rank? Let me go to AP. See, you know I like to have it. Wait, let me go. What's the girl name? What's the little girl name? That mess with Jalen Green. They got the baby, the baby. Yeah, what? I forgot her name. What's her name? Drea. Y'all help me. Y'all know I don't remember these girls' name. Hold up, y'all. AP basketball poll. Y'all don't know how good we got it. Basketball poll. Let me see. Y'all don't know how good we got it, man. U of H. Hold up. U of H is number what? What is? They number 10. So y'all, see, y'all know how y'all ain't got it like this. Texans, second round of playoffs. The Rockets, number 2 in the Western Conference. The Houston Cougars are 10th in the nation. Do y'all? Al B, thank you, man. Al B said, how do you call it? Thank you, Al B. Al B, you getting on the broadcast for that. Everybody else don't want to say it, Al B. Al B, thank you, man. I don't know where they be hating on me, Al B. She was broke clock right twice a day. So let me be right sometime. Hey, Kim, thank you for the drill. Boy, them women come up with that drill. I just forgot her name. No disrespect to that. I just forgot her name. Houston on fire. Y'all can go see TSU one night. They balling. The women undefeated in SWAC. The TSU women, that game is tomorrow night. 6 o'clock, I think. They undefeated in SWAC. I ain't never heard of them being SWAC since I've been around. They've been undefeated in SWAC. They're playing against Jackson State. BDP in there tomorrow night. I'm not calling that game. But on Saturday, you need to be in there. We got Alcorn. Not Alcorn, Alcorn. And then on Monday, Mo Williams and Jackson State coming into town. Yo, then you could go see the University of Houston. Then you could go see the Rockets. And then you could, the Texans. Y'all know I am about Mahomes, and y'all know I love it. But I don't love it better than I love the Texans. I want the Texans to win. I'm pulling for the Texans. Y'all hear it from me right now. I'm going with the Texans. Houston is popping. What he said? Houston is popping. What are we doing? Whoa. We're swerving around the corner. Whoa. Swerving. Man, you know what that is, y'all? That's a damn spam call. Spam likely. That's Mr. Spam likely calling me right now. I thought I had everything on silent. I don't know what the hell. I need to figure this stuff out. But y'all, what it says, swerving around the corner, whoa. I like that little song. Jello ball. Y'all can hate on me all you want. I like Jello. I like the balls. But let me keep going. Where was I at? You know what? They play out of town, baby. They don't play. If they win, I'm going to tell you, son. I got complete access to the Houston Texans. Anything I want to do with the game. I just don't want to be around all them damn people. Jay got it. Swerving around the corner, whoa. That's my song, man. That's my song now. But son, I just don't like all them people no more. I guess the older I get, I don't want to be around a whole lot of people no more, man. They be in there fighting and acting crazy, and and one of them mess around and fall and hit on me. I'm gonna be in the fight too. Yeah, I'm from Memphis. But hold on. Let me see. Let's see what else I got. That was it for that. Jay, Houston, man. Man, y'all think I want to. I'm from Memphis, but I live in Houston. let's just get that straight. I'm from Memphis, but I live in Houston, Texas. Hold up, y'all. They done messed up my stuff, man. They done messed up my note thing. She said, I have a ball. I know. I just don't like it. You know, I just don't like it. I was in LA. Rams round the corner. The Chargers. I could have went it. I just don't want to. Now, hey, I like them Clippers game though. They treat me nice over there though. Ooh, they treat me nice. I'm thinking the Texans can beat. I really think these Texans can beat them. Tell me why y'all think the Texans can beat them. I know y'all been looking at the talk shows. What they say, because you know I don't listen to them clowns. What they said about the Texans. Let me go. Can I go to the NFL for a minute, y'all? Because I want you to talk about them. But when it's deep in when it's deep in the mud and the mire like it is right now, let's go to the division. This divisional rounds, right? I want Detroit to win, but I really want the Commanders to win. I want both of them teams to win at the same time. I hate they got to play each other. I want the Texans to beat the Chiefs. I want the Ravens to beat the Bills, and Rams and the Eagles. I'm torn. I don't care who wins it. I don't care who wins the game. I really don't. I really don't care. Chad, I don't care. Robert, did y'all already discuss the guy that was stalking Caitlin Clark? Man, why should we talk about some white on white crime in here on the show? Huh? Dude stalk the girl. She got a lot of stalkers. That ain't the only one. He got arrested. I mean, I ain't not surprised about that, Keith. Keith, that ain't news on this show. Ain't news on this show now. If they play their best ball, yes, they got to play their best ball. Now, Keith, come on, Keith, you know me better than that. But I want to see. Let's go. Texas and the Chiefs. Y'all tell me who y'all want to win. Tell me. And man, say if the referees don't get Brian Boatwright, boy, he sure know what to say. Texas and the Chiefs. Give me the Texans. If you're going to Texas, let me know. Put them up. Texas and the Chiefs. Who going with the Lions or the Commanders? I'm going to go with the Lions, but I love the Commanders. If the Commanders win, I won't be mad. Let's see. I'm going with the Ravens. You know I love my guy is Lamar Jackson. And the Eagles, I don't care. Chad said Texans all day. Okay, Chad said something. Okay. But the Eagles, I guess I have to go with because the Hurts got a kid on the team. But I don't really know him, and I never got a chance to meet him. I like people that I know. I know people on the Ravens team. I know people on the Texas team. I know people on the Lions, and I go with the people I know. I like and know. The Lions will win, okay. But I like the Commanders too, man. I really, really like the guys that's running the things up there, man. I really like them. I'm rolling with the Redskins. Ain't no Redskins no more. It's the Commanders, Jay. Don't come up and being disrespectful out here. Don't do that. Your boy Ura's leaving y'all. He's declaring for the draft, so y'all ain't had him to talk about no more. Texas all the way, baby. Texas, okay. Alpha-Yo, you probably still over there messed up because the Longhorn lost. Y'all try to blame it on Sarkisian. Y'all got all them high-paid dude up there. They dudes ain't playing. I don't want to hear that. But you know what? Can we talk about this little dude, man? Can we talk about this little dude, Deontay Johnson? I don't. Y'all gotta help me with this one. Y'all gotta help me with this one. Y'all, somebody gotta help me with this one. Somebody really got to help me with this one. Deion, who I got? Oh, I got Notre Dame. Notre Dame, baby, all the way, baby. Marcus Freeman all the way. What's my man name? Ryan Clark, little old son, all the way. Cornerback, all the way. Notre Dame. Y'all can have Ryan Day and LeBron James and all them people. I'm with Notre Dame. Yes. Era Parsegian. Yes, I've been on the campus before. I took a picture next to, I wish I could find it. I took a picture next to the Era Parsegian thing. Y'all will find it. Hold up. Let me see. You know they got these pictures where you can find. What should I put in there? South Bend? Should I put South Bend, Indiana? South Bend, Indiana? And then maybe it'll come up there. South Bend. Let's see. Hold up. I'm trying to see. Notre Dame. I should have put Notre Dame in there. Hold on. Let me put in Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Y'all, I got some pictures there, y'all. My son played up there a long time ago. Notre Dame. Let me see. I know. I took pictures of the Golden Dome and everything. They ain't giving me nothing, man. Y'all making me sick. Hold up. Let me see. Cornell basketball. Maybe. Cornell basketball. Cornell. Hold up. Let me see. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Yep, I have the Fighting Irish winning it all. Please. Ohio, you can have Ohio. I ain't mad at you. Sound like me when I went to North Carolina. Man, I go crazy. Man, hey, man. Y'all, when I went to that stadium, it was cold as hell outside. Hold up. I know I got them pictures, y'all. Y'all, I got them. I just got too many pictures. One of these days, I keep saying that, I'm just going, South Bend, Indiana. No, I ain't got it. It's in here, but I got too many pictures. But let me keep going. What else? Ohio State, you can have them. You can have them, buddy. You can have them. But this dude, Deontay Johnson, man, they in there winning, smoking cigars, and he's sitting over there pouting. They didn't use my package enough. You got one pass for 12 yards. We needed that. And you got your pouting ass. Texas, I don't care who Ohio went through. They can go through a hole in the wall if they want to. That Notre Dame, the luck of the Irish, and I don't like Irish at all, but the luck of the Irish is going to win. I'm rolling with my neighbors, Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman. I'm rolling with them. I'm rolling. I ain't never cheered for Ohio State. But 1 year, 2 years, when Orlando Pace was playing for them, only 2. Man, I'm trying to see my pictures from, y'all know I'm still thinking about my pictures, man. Trying to see Notre Dame. Should I just put Indiana in there? Let me see. Indiana. Indiana. Going back to Indiana. I should have some from Indiana. Man, I got all the pictures too, man. Y'all make. Man, I can't stand this new update on what's the name of this stuff? On my iPad, man. I mean, on my iPhone. Baltimore got rid of him for that. Yes. See, they done moved my pictures all around, man. That's my picture of me and Calvin Pete. Hold up, y'all. I'm a picture of me. Y'all hold up, man. Y'all hold on a minute, man. Y'all have me going through my pictures. Hold up, y'all. I got to show y'all this. Let me see. Can I? Hold up, y'all. Oh, for my birthday. One of my birthdays, I had a birthday party. Let me see if anybody on the feed was invited. Let me see. So I don't know. Some of y'all might have came. I don't know. Somebody might be on there. Hold up. Let me see. I got to name it. Y'all, watch this, y'all. Y'all. Let me see. My birthday. Had a birthday. B-Day. Y'all, this who I had a birthday party. I don't know one. Had a birthday party, right? So I had somebody come just perform for us and sing happy birthday to me. And hold up, y'all. Here she go. Hold up, let me see. How do I put it in there? Oh, hold up, y'all. Yo, I promise y'all, this is I remember this because I picked them up from the airport. Watch this. Let's go.
No, that's hers. This is mine.
Oh, this is yours. Oh, okay, this is yours. Hey, what you come to do, baby?
That's hers. I come celebrate Robin has birthday boy.
That's my baby right there. And guess my other baby. What you kind of do?
Celebrate.
I got it, baby.
Robin had his birthday.
Wait, video. Let's go.
No, that's hers. This is mine.
Oh, this is yours. Don't hate me, son. Don't hate me, y'all. I got the video of her singing for my birthday. Jimmy was there. Who was there? Who else? I'm trying to see who would be on the feed. Was there? Who was invited on the feed? I would invite all of y'all. Y'all, that was it. It was at the Red Cat Cafe. I had a birthday party. It was all white party. And boom. I'm gonna play it again for y'all. Just so you can share it with your friends. Just I want a video. Let's go.
No, that's hers. This is mine.
Oh, this is yours. Oh, okay, this is yours. Hey, what you come to do, baby?
That's hers. I come celebrate Robin has birthday boy.
That's my baby right there. And guess my other baby. What you kind of do?
Celebrate.
I got it, baby.
Robin had his birthday.
Wait a video. Yeah. Can y'all imagine how your boy felt that weekend? Hey, hold up. Can y'all imagine? Hey, Sonya, you keep on messing around, Sonya. For one of your birthdays, I'm gonna bring it down here for you. I'll bring it down here. When you go, whatever you say, well, Robin, I got a special birthday. I got something special. I'm gonna get her to come down here and hang out with y'all. Y'all, we had so much fun. It was private. All my friends, everybody came in. My birthday's in the summer, so it's an all white affair. All the band was dressed in white. The band came in. She came in a couple of days earlier so she can rehearse with the band. They already did her songs and did a whole little set. I mean, we used to do this thing called the R&B project. Robert and Bobby. Yes, I mean, we just that's relationships and friendships. And when she was in the hospital, and a lot of people it wasn't on the news. She was in a hospital, and she was in a car wreck. She was in the hospital, and she had to get this operation on her throat, and it was touch and go there. If the doctor moved one way to left or right, she wouldn't be able to sing again. And it happened to turn out to be successful. It was 1, 2, 3 people in that room when she was in her lowest moments. And I was one of those people. And I'll never forget it. Shout out to her. And yeah, it was fun. That was fun. But let me get it back. Y'all get me to thinking about stuff. But this dude, Deontay Johnson, is Deontay Johnson. He has played for 1/8 of the NFL in the last 12 months. He stopped his stops on the calendar. I mean, he just quit on the Texans the other day. And coach said, man, let me keep going. He was with Pittsburgh, Carolina. Carolina stuck with the most money they got to pay him. Baltimore, and then Houston. The Carolina traded Deontay Johnson to Baltimore for a 2-piece chicken dinner with no drink. And Baltimore waived him. Houston picked him up and put him back down like a window shopper. But I don't know what's happening behind the scene, but getting dropped by 3 teams in one season, it looks terrible. After the playoff win, he was upset that he didn't get enough touches, and the team had to calm him down, just like Lamar had to coddle him when after the win they had over the Bengals. A lot of people were loud and wrong about this is being a Harbaugh issue and talking about the kid. They was blaming the coach about the kid, but I look back and say, if this young man was patient, Sonya, if he was patient with the Ravens, he would likely be gotten a run because Flowers got hurt the other day. But now he's cut again. Do all the Steelers wide receivers just snap? See, y'all, I'm saying this because we got kids in this city. Their team can win, but just because they didn't score a certain amount of points, they didn't get in the game. They mad, and we condoning it. Despite winning a playoff game, he was angry and upset after the game because he was not getting enough targets. Johnson's teammates are trying to calm him down, and he was just angry, and he was because he was not on the field enough. Pittsburgh didn't have to pay him nothing this year. Carolina Panthers owe him $9 million. Had to pay him $9 million this year. Baltimore didn't have to pay him but $500,000, and Houston didn't have to. Evidently he was good for them to put up with him. Houston didn't have to pay but $179,000 for him. But I think about Mike Tomlin. He had to manage Antonio Brown, what is his name? Martavius Bryant, Plexico Burress, Deontay Johnson, and now George Pickens. I don't like that kid. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Right off, just right there. I'm talking about Mike Tomlin right now. But early in the show, y'all, before y'all got on, y'all make sure you go back because today is happy birthday to Martin Luther King. It's Women Rock Wednesday, but it's happy birthday to Martin Luther King. And I gave a tribute to him, a unique tribute, because I just, a few days ago, boom, I used to sing this happy birthday song so much, Trey Phillips. And Trey Phillips, I never really listened to the words. I sung the words, but I never did really just listen to the words, and the words are so unique, man. Share the show, but I want y'all to, who just came on, I never forget it. He's such an important man. We got to talk about him. But this what I got, Trey. I finally read the lyrics, and it say, it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. Because we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree, what could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be? Happy birthday to you. He said, I never understood, talking about Stevie Wonder, how a man who died for good could not have a day that would be set aside for his recognition. Because it should never be just because some cannot see the dream as clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion. And we all know everything that he stood for. Time will bring. For in peace in our hearts we'll sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Why has there never been a holiday where peace is celebrated all throughout the world? The time is overdue for people like me and you who know the way to the truth. It's love and unity to all God's children. It should be a great event, and the whole world should be spent in full remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. So let us all begin. We know that love can win. Let it out. Don't hold it in. Sing it as loud as you can. Happy birthday to you. Then he ended with, we know the key to unity of all people is in the dream that you had so long ago. That lives in all of our hearts of people that believe in unity will make the dream become reality. I know you will, because our hearts tell us so. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. How many of y'all, that's the first time y'all just ever heard it read like that? I read it myself. I've been singing that song for a long, long time. Trey Phillips. Who else just came on? Eric Boone. I've been singing that song for a long time, but I haven't read all the lyrics until recently. But what I love about him is the guy who he was after the I Have a Dream speech that led to his assassination. See, they'll celebrate him on Monday, but Chop Shop, we celebrating on my favorite day, Women Rock Wednesday. So I didn't want the people that didn't see it earlier. I want to let y'all know, yes, I know. But you know what? I'm gonna move on to the NBA for a minute, because NBA has been good. Y'all, I've been telling y'all it's been good, but the other night was the 122nd game with Marcus Smart from Dallas on the roster of the Memphis Grizzlies. 122 games. He's played only 38 games for the Grizzlies. The same number of games. Even Chandler Parsons has played 60 games. And y'all know how we talked about him. That man has played 31%. That man been stealing money since he been in Memphis. He is getting dangerously close to Chandler Parsons' level of ability. Y'all don't. I'm looking at that team. I look at things like that, man. Dude never plays, and I know he getting hurt. It ain't his fault he getting hurt, but golly. But then I look back at these last 4 picks in the NBA draft, and I don't know if y'all been noticing. 2020, number 1 pick Anthony Edwards. 2021, number 1 pick Cade Cunningham. 2022, number 1 pick Paolo Banchero. 2023, Victor Wembanyama. These guys, these last 4 picks been pretty good. The number 1 picks been pretty good. But let's think about Anthony Edwards again. He did this, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to show it, but I want to show us, our young kids, what not to do. Young kids do not do this. Let me find it. Did I? Hold up. I know I got it in here somewhere. Let me see. There it is. Y'all help me, man. Y'all talk to me. His teammate tried to help stop him. Teammate got, look, right there next to the referee. He was doing it to the other referee. Then, watch. Watch this. Yeah, I said stealing money. Yeah, he's stealing money. I got to show y'all this stuff, man. Because it's kind of getting on my nerves. So he got fined $50,000 for that. I see you, Jim. And he's so bad right now that DeMarcus Cousins, the worst, had to comment. He said, the same thing they love you for, the same thing they'll kill you for. You got to get a filter. This DeMarcus Cousins, Mr. No Filter. Sometimes it's just better to shut up. That's why he's not in the league right now. He's talented enough right now to play in the league, but he's not in the league right now because he would never shut up. I told y'all the story of DeMarcus Cousins. Y'all, they had traded him at the All-Star game. All him and his family flew in with the Kings to the All-Star game in Orlando. I mean, in New Orleans. They traded him during the All-Star weekend. That's why they switched it around. You can't do that no more. During the All-Star weekend. You know what they did, Janice Harris? They didn't even want to ride on the plane with him. They let him and his family take their private plane back home themselves. Didn't nobody from Pager and Vaughn, what's the other big guy? They didn't even want to be around the family. They said, y'all take the plane, y'all buy. We're gonna take a commercial flight. But he's sitting there talking about Anthony Edwards. He was giving Anthony. He's been fined $50,000 for making an obscene gesture toward the official. We got to stop that. Because guess what? We got guys like this right here. Let me see it. Let me show y'all something, man. So in case y'all, everybody ain't like that. Hold on. We got guys like this right here. Will y'all look at this? Mike Conley and Malcolm Brogdon are the only two active NBA players to ever have 0 technical fouls in their whole career with a minimum of 13,000 minutes. I'm celebrating them. And look, they still got a job. Mike Conley having a job right now because of what kind of man he is right now. He's still getting that big check. But Jimmy, I'm about to bring you in, man. I had to get that out. I had to get that out, man. Y'all can have it, man. This Ant-Man dude he's just killing me, man. He just killing me every day. He's getting a fine every other day. Man, I got a shirt like that somewhere. Got him at the same time.
We got him at the same time. I'd go pull this one out the crate.
Yeah.
Like a DJ said, I pull him out the crate.
Pull it out the crate.
Came out the crate.
Hey.
Boy, I drove that 18-wheeler yesterday, boy. You saw I took that thing 2 hours. I took it to the Chop Shop yesterday.
Oh, no, man. I couldn't. I was messing up on the plane. I was messing up the plane. But somebody did say, man, somebody did tell me. They said, man, hey, man, I said he done got it all out now. I didn't realize you spent 40 minutes then an hour on a subject. Did you but without getting into it, did you feel better when you got it out your system?
Well, it's therapeutic because
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you feel better. Yeah.
Because after each time saying it, there's always dozens of people that it get better, because you had about 3 people on the show yesterday that didn't try to hide their identity, that acknowledged that, yeah, that's not right. We're not talking about the problem. We've been, I know it's a problem. I'm part of the problem, but I'm trying to tell you what's not right. Let's go deeper. What's not right.
So that's where you were going. Okay. All right.
So in order to solve, you got to figure out what's not right. What's not right. Okay. And that's the magic question. How that's 2025. What's not right? Who not right? And that's easy of a finger point. But what's not right?
But Jim, it's a right way to do wrong.
Keith Sweat told you that. I hear you.
Jim,
I hear you, Keith.
Jim, you know what I was thinking about? Because I was on the trip with the young kids, and I had talked to a young fella one time wasn't even on the team. Just a young man I met at the arena. You get there early, I get a chance to talk to some people. Jimmy. He was telling me a little bit about his life. I told him, I said, you're not a bad person. but you have a lot of bad patterns. He said, Jimmy, he said, that's the first time somebody ever said, he said, you may not be a bad person, but you are in a bad pattern, because he was telling me the stuff he was doing. I said, well, I said, bad choices, man, are the consequence, man. Wait a minute. I told him bad choices in a consistent format. Because Jimmy, I just met Jimmy. He was just telling me. He said, Mr. Hatt, I couldn't wait because I met him last year. He said, I couldn't wait for you to get back here. I couldn't wait for you to get back here. But you know what I told him, Jimmy? I said, it's a pattern there, son. I said, but we are more than our worst mistakes. And Jimmy, we are more than our good decisions. But I didn't find out you may be a bad person. You may not be a bad person, but you got some bad patterns. So let's clear our patterns up. Let's quit being stuck in these old patterns. And I think that's what you was, I couldn't hear it all, but let's quit doing the same old dumb stuff. All of us, man. Guess what? It was therapeutic to me because I had to gather it in my life for me to share with the young man. And I was just put in his life just for that moment. And we sit there talking. He said, OG, what you said, they call it, he said, old school. He said, school. He said, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Doc. I said, all right. And it went on by his little way, but it's unique. But I am glad that you got something out of it, man, because ain't no use to even doing this stuff. And we, every time when I talk to people about stuff on this show, y'all, I done worked this stuff out in my life. So when I'm sharing it with y'all, I'm just trying to share y'all something that'll help you, because it helped though Rob a little bit. But Jimmy, let's talk about something good. What you come up? Right, hey, Jimmy, Jimmy, do you realize? I don't know if you said this yesterday. Do you realize this city, your city you were born in, is the city of defense?
Of what?
Defense. The
Oh,
city.
you talking about in the sport?
In the sport world. It's the city of defense.
Okay.
Guess what? The Texans, top of the league in defense. The Rockets, number 1 and number 2 in defense. The Cougars, number 1 all over the board in defense. Jimmy, hold up. You know how like you said, give me another major metropolitan place that got all of that. Dallas ain't got it. Jimmy, Miami ain't got it. Jimmy, Houston rolling right now, man. They rolling.
They the best bang for your buck.
Oh, Jimmy,
the best bang for your buck.
You sit up here and told me, how do you show you go? I told you, what I tell you about them Rockets last year. Just go and tell it. It's all right. It's a safe space. Listen, it's a safe space today.
Adam, you said they're gonna make the playoff. It ain't like the Rockets were the Orlando. It ain't like the Rockets were the Washington Bullets. They missed the playoffs by one game, a game and a half.
Jimmy, the year before they was the Washington Bullets.
Last year. Last year, when they missed it by one game, they're gonna make playoffs next year.
Okay. No. I said they were gonna make the playoffs last year, and I missed it. I messed up by a half a game, but I was okay with that. But I knew we was on something special. You didn't think we was on something special. You didn't. I know. You didn't know Emmy. You don't know Emmy like I know Emmy. I said, Emmy gonna cuss everybody out. He gonna get rid of that riffraff like Penny did early in the season. I know people were calling you, man, what is wrong with him? Find all his coaches before the beginning of the season. I know you got the calls. You don't even have to tell me. He know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Emmy coming and said, I don't want him. I want none of this. I'm doing myself. But I love it, Jim. I'm just, and Jimmy, you remember what I said? And you gonna remember that. I'm finna jog your memory. I said, because Joker was killing back then, right? I said, man, we got the makers of Joker and Jamal Murray right here with Alfie and Jalen Green. I was just waiting on Jalen Green to act right. And then Drea came and kissed him on the neck. And he been straight. Y'all can talk about Jay.
She did more than that. I can guarantee you she did more. She did more than that. She come on, come here, little boy. You want some candy? Come here. She come here. It was trick or treat, boy. It was trick or treat in every sense of the word. Trick. You know what? Trick and or treat. Hey. I wonder what color light bulb. What color light bulb you think Drea put screwed in? She took the white light bulb out. What color light bulb you think she screwed up in that thing? She tried to, that's a whole different color light bulb right there. Boy.
You ain't finna get me in, man. You ain't finna get me. I'm gonna let you talk. Watch this. What y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all watching me now? I ain't saying nothing.
Oh,
I might have to do something with that boy one day. Jay, I ain't said nothing.
I know, and I know Apollo's son needs some therapy. I know he needs somebody to talk to.
Man, it's son. Hey, these sons these days, they know. They know. Look at Kevin Frazier talking about red light bulb.
He says a red light bulb.
Nasty.
red light. Hey, big
a
Coach
red light
says
special.
Oh, she got that TLC. She got that TLC bar. Boy, that
But Jimmy,
Jimmy,
have you ever met her? Jimmy, have you ever met her?
What color that is?
Jimmy, she is one of the nicest and the sweetest girls I've ever met. She is so.
When the white light bulb on.
Well, I don't know nothing about the other stuff now.
Woo! Hey, guess what? Whatever she did to him the other night when he tied his career high, 42 points on 18 shot attempts, 13 made field goals. Whatever she did before that game, do it.
But Jimmy, the girl got dudes buying her houses. She must. When a dude buy you a house, no football player, boy. What you know? What you want, baby? A house? Okay. Hey, Orlando Scandrick, Dallas Cowboy. What you want, baby? Man, she can't lose with the stuff she used. That's my best friend, man. She got my boy playing. Y'all can talk about her all you want. She got my boy balling, boy.
They got Denver coming up next, I think, right?
Ooh, I hope so. I hope so.
I think they got Denver coming up next.
Let me look. Hey. Let me look. Let me see.
Your Memphis Grizzlies, they over there high-fiving.
They got the Nuggets tonight.
He was talking good smack. You know, I got him and Dylan Brooks. You know, they got a little something going on. Him and Dylan Brooks, little gentleman thing. So they talking good smack, and that's and then Rockets, came on back and won that thing. Hey, man, them dudes ain't no lead safe against the Rockets. They come and get you. They come and get you. They gonna come and get you.
They in Denver tonight, man.
He says tonight, Denver tonight.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching that game.
So it's gonna be a late tip.
Janet talking about she need to do it every time. You can't do it every time, Janet. Come on, you done zapped all this strength up out of him, Janet.
Big Coach said turtle be snapping. That's some old school. Sometimes you can say let me go right over young people's head. That's some old school stuff right there too.
Man, I love Drea Michelle. That's my MVP. You know, like Durant talking about his mama was the MVP. Drea, my MVP. Cause Jimmy, all she doing is making me look good. I said, if Jalen play off Alfie, like Jamal play off Joker, man, we're gonna be in a good place. And look what's been happening.
Well, you also got to see what Thompson.
Oh my God!
In the absence of Jabari.
Oh my God!
And of course, Torrey Easton is out as well. So understand. I mentioned that yesterday. You got to pay attention to what this dude is doing. This dude has become a reliable double. We already have one reliable double in the lineup, and that's the big fella. We got one reliable double. That's an all-star this season. He's a for sure all-star.
All it is making it tank. We got to just manage that fool, Cam Whitmore. If we got to manage him.
No, they gonna move him. They gonna move him. That's why they play him, and he's producing. I like that. He ain't like he out there stinking. He's producing.
Yeah.
His output per minute is supreme. Yeah.
But Jimmy he liked the boy Dante Johnson. That must be his cousin.
No, he
Jimmy,
better than
they in there
Dante.
smoking cigars, Jimmy.
Dante couldn't get open.
Jimmy.
Dante couldn't get open enough to get them balls. Now he get mad because he got one catch.
But Jimmy, they in there smoking after they done won. They smoking cigar. Get what they was calling the cigar? The Rex Ryan cigar.
The pack. The Rex Ryan pack. The pack.
Because Rex Ryan talking about where they gonna be on a bye. This is a bye week for
the
whoever.
Texans we talking about now. The Houston Texans.
Yeah, we're talking about Houston Texans. But no,
And
it's just Deontay Johnson, man. It's some, you know what, Jimmy? It's some players. I watch it in high school. And Jimmy, you were wrong on your prognosis the other night.
Which one?
We ain't gonna talk about it. After a TSU game, they love them that team that love each other. That team that love
in the win, we gotta watch it.
No.
In the win,
they lost.
You got to watch
they lost the game before now.
No, that's the game. That's the game that we talked about.
No,
was
but
the game
I'm
they
just
lost.
telling you, I'm
Well,
watching them.
I'm sorry. The game that we talked about was a game that they almost lost, but they won.
But I saw them under the loss too.
But the loss came before then.
I know, but I'm telling you
then.
what you didn't understand. I know the dynamics of the team. You talking about somebody ain't gonna be starting. I said, man,
Alda,
no.
Watch. No, you can tell it. You can tell the true colors in turbulence.
Coach.
Wait until then.
Coach, we done had turbulence. Coach, they've been losing all year, Coach.
Yeah, that's what they call the battered spouse syndrome.
Jimmy.
That means,
Jimmy, what was their record before they got to the SWAC?
Oh, it don't even count then. It's like 3-13.
Losing is losing.
No, it's not. Not when you're expected to lose a lot of those games. Walking in, you think you're going to get a check. We just playing for numbers. We're trying to play for our NIL. We're trying to play for this, to play for that. We just trying to put it up so I can get into maybe.
Jimmy, you didn't play basketball, Jimmy. I could tell you didn't play basketball. I'm
telling you, the mindset.
That's how y'all thinking. That's how y'all thinking baseball.
The mindset of a lot of these guys now ain't nowhere near the mindset and the psyche of yesteryear's basketball players. For the most part, the huge sample size of today's young person, there is no comparison.
All I'm telling you, you read the room wrong that day.
No, it's not. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Hey, a whole lot of people, if that's the case, read the room wrong. I know it's a case of this, case of the coaching staff doubling down on them. They're not supposed to give up on them. They won the game. So it's a teachable moment. That's why I say it's the best time to go and pile on. It's a teachable moment. Now let's see if you can remember. They had another semi-midget about 10 years ago that had that type of control in the offense. And remember what I'm talking about? The little fella, you know what I'm talking about? The little, was it the little short fella? What the fella name like 10 years ago?
I know you're talking about. That was different. This one ain't like that one.
I understand that. I'm saying, but that kid there. We don't want this to turn into that because in his mind,
guess what?
he thought
and
he
Johnny
was
Jones is coaching this team. There was another coach coaching that other team.
Yeah, it was another coach.
It matters now. It matters.
So we're gonna.
But we can move on. What else you got?
And I was looking at reading that right there.
Yeah, that ain't that. Don't worry about that.
He say Amir Thompson is his wife's cousin. All right, what's going on, kinfolk? Invite us to the cookout. Let us know when they got a big bag.
Who? Amir
big
who?
crawfish ballers. I guess he was talking into the phone and say, "I'm here," but I know he probably meant to say Amir. You know what I'm saying? Amir Thompson is his wife's cousin.
Amir Thompson. A man. Okay. A man. We got a man. Somebody else.
Yeah, we got a man. Well, they both the same. They're twins.
Yeah. Okay.
So if one of them.
No, they ain't the same, Jim. They ain't the same.
I'm talking about relation-wise. If it's the same relation-wise.
I'm
one of them kin, the other kin.
Jimmy, they different. You remember what you used to say? Man, one of them twins better than another. Man, they need to stop. Man, a man is different.
Well, they both doing well right now, but he got his opportunity to shine on the winning ways. Now, not saying Detroit is winning and doing much better than they were as well.
What?
Probably the most improved team in the league right now.
Jimmy,
is the Detroit Pistons.
Bernie Bickerstaff got fired and got hired there. Everybody talking about why they hired Bernie Bickerstaff? Because they know it was a dynamic going on in Cleveland that he could not. That Donovan Mitchell was acting like a little. He was acting kind of. Whatever. So he couldn't get along with Bernie. Bernie went up there and doing some things. Man, Detroit, nobody had Detroit. Detroit. Cade Cunningham is an all-star, Jimmy, out of Dallas, Texas, right
Oh, ain't
now.
no doubt. That's a no-brainer. That's a free space and bingo right there. So now they remember this All-Star game is different this year. It is different this year. It's going to be what? Three teams?
Man, I don't even, Jimmy, I ain't even thought of
Three teams of 8 players.
And then
they're going to take the winner of the rookie Rising Stars game will make the 4th team. And they'll play like a single elimination.
Yeah, but they're going to be whole
tournament.
games. They're going to be modified games. Yeah.
Yeah, mini game,
Man, all I'm saying is, man, they had to do all of that, man. Just keep them guys to play. I just think
different type of, I just said a different type of mental. And it reminded me.
I don't think it's the guys, man. I think it's what the people is allowing the guys to do. I don't think it's the young men. I really don't. I really don't.
I think it's more so because guess what? That's almost like saying, is it the kids in these schools right now or is it the teachers?
The damn teachers.
No.
The teachers, Jimmy, when you in authority.
Teachers are handcuffed. They handcuffed.
Well, you got to come up with different methods, Jimmy, if you want to be a teacher.
You're teaching by a script, Hatter. You can't ad-lib. You got to teach to the test. These teachers in public schools we talking about. Private school teachers, y'all sit this one out. Public schools we talking about. That's the majority. Public schools.
So what the teachers just do? Well, the kids. I have no control. Man, get creative. That's all I got to say. Get creative.
No, I got the solution for that is in the near future, try to dialogue and talk to more teachers that you see, and you'll get the feel.
I talk to them all the time.
No, I'm just saying, but ask them that. I'm telling you that it's overwhelmingly it's the kids. You know why? Because if I go home and if my mama and daddy let me cuss around them, then I go to school. You're gonna tell me what to do.
So what the teachers getting paid for then? Since they can't, because you said they can't do nothing. They just get paid to babysit.
This system was put in place, Alex. This system was put in place decades ago.
So what did teachers get paid for? That's all I'm asking.
They
just stealing money. They stealing money like a Marcus Smart.
They're getting paid, dude. The teachers are getting paid to relay the education, to make the interpretation of script off of basically a lesson plan, a piece of paper to those kids. Now, the deal is those kids are going to school under the knowledge and understanding that, number one, they know you can't touch them. They know you better not touch them. They know that now they even know I can talk to you and call you every type of B, every type of MF, every type of what. You ain't going to.
So what's the use of having a teacher then?
It's the system. Somebody, they herd the cattle.
I understand, that's what they do. Jimmy, but I'm
herding. So what's you having a cattle herder? You got to have them to herd the cattle now.
So you need a cattle herder.
So that's what most teachers are in public schools. That's what
I said they glorify babysitters. I said, oh, what are they doing? You said they just.
Well, understand. So that means the problem is the babies.
No, the problem is the babies' mammies and daddies.
Well, that's still that's secondarily. But the common denominator is the kids. We're not asking them what's the causing the kid to be the problem. That's a whole different conversation. But in regards to the kids and the teacher and the
perfect example. They sit up here and glorify this stupid stuff that Ant-Man be doing. But the NBA won't glorify this right here.
That's
yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
That's stuff of legend right there. I mean, what are you thinking in this moment? Like, what the heck just happened out there?
Man, I love my team, man. I love my team, dog. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This is what we set out to do. We came here and did it, man. What else can you ask for?
So, it's the people around you. That's what I'm saying. And you talking about the kids? Yeah, it's the people at home before you get there. Cade Cunningham know how to cuss, but he knew the moment. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he know how to cuss. But seems like Anthony Edwards, when he get a mic, him and Karl Anthony Towns, they want to do all of this cussing. on the press conference. It's a time that costs. Jimmy, the other day, perfect example. The other day, I was talking about the young kid, McLaurin, coming on, Terry McLaurin coming on Scott Van Pelt, and I watched this.
Welcome back to the show. I'm sitting in the studio where you sat right across from me back in, I want to say it was May.
Yeah.
And you talked about a different energy. And we talked about how it's real easy to sell new energy with a new coach and a new quarterback. But you swore to me up and down it's real. That was May. Now it's January 2025. How real is what's new in Washington right now?
It's unbelievably real, and it's unbelievable to be a part of it. Honestly, since May, since DQ and AP and everybody has gotten here, the message has been clear, and we've just come out here and tried to execute the plan. It's a great group of brotherhood that we have. Seeing you the other week, you could feel it in that building.
I was so impressed. Jimmy, he cursed. Get what? He cursed. Watch this. Hold up now. He cursed too. Watch this.
I'm tired about hearing how everything go through them. Fuck them. It's about us. It's about what we do. It's about how we coming. They gotta go through us. Fuck all that. We gonna bring that shit today. It's gonna come through this circle right here like it always do. Like it did last week, like it did the week before that, like it's gonna be next week. It go through the fucking...
But he knew the moment. Our kids are not knowing the moment. You can act at home. When you get to school, you got to understand where you at. And they ain't been taught that. And I knew it was the kids and the teachers and the teachers. I just said the teacher because I know you got an affinity for teachers. But yo, is what this boy curse, but he know when and not to curse and act crazy. Yo, these kids, it's the people that's right. I'm looking at Terry McLaurin, Jimmy. I wish I could have played the whole interview for you. That was one of the most impressive interviews that I've heard because I'm sick of hearing Anthony Edwards. They don't need to give him a mic ever again. But man, that's Ant-Man. No. That was hold up. That was the parents said, wait, that's little Johnny. That's little Johnny. He gonna go to school and act crazy at school. No, his ass ain't. Because I'm a... Let a teacher call me and tell me that's the problem. That's all I'm talking about, Jimmy. That's the problem.
Well,
leadership at the house.
These, of course, that's that. At the same time, you got to understand. once you understand what you're dealing with today's youth, then it's easier to make a decision. Do you, back in the days, in near yesteryears, if you're in the grocery store or in the mall and little Johnny and his buddy, they're cursing, don't see you behind them, you can easily just do nonverbal communication. You can just clear your throat and they would probably look around and say, and ask for some type of forgiveness or excuse or pardon from their actions. Your decision now is like, man, I don't even, if I'm in certain places, I don't even want to, there's too many of them dudes. I'll let them make it. Let me remove myself out the way. So that brings me to just last night. I'm at the game between arch rivals, Houston Wheatley, Houston Yates, 3rd Ward versus 5th Ward.
You like them game. Why you like them game? Because of the history? Because you so close to the people? Why you like them?
That game is arguably the most, over the whole body of work, probably the most, for basketball purposes, boys basketball, probably the most coveted rivalry in the state of Texas.
So it's still a rivalry?
It's still a rivalry.
Okay.
Because each one of those teams and had their day. And remember, Yates went to state just a few years ago. So, and Wheatley got in their way and beat them. So it's still a rivalry. And because also those teams produce, for as urban schools, they are the two of the most populated fan bases whenever they play in boys basketball in this city for those schools. So last night during the game, and you go there because it's almost when they play each other, it's kind of like a homecoming. It's like a class reunion.
Okay, you see all the. Oh, okay.
You're gonna see you're gonna see different people you ain't saw since last time or whatever, and you're gonna see some classmates that you haven't seen, or if you went to those schools, or people that you played against. So that's another great thing about it. You get the fellowship.
That's good.
So, and that's always healthy because it helps strengthen or sharpen the pencils of relationships that may have went dull throughout the years. So while you're sitting there, I'm sitting there, and one of the guys asked me, what you see wrong? What's wrong with these kids? You know, just in general. I don't know. I didn't take it as he was a trap question. And my thing was, it's stemming from this. And I say, well, for starters, when you come to a game like this, it's like when Duke played North Carolina. You go to that game, of you watching that game, have you ever been to one of those games like that? Have you ever been to, it's a certain type of energy that the players come on the field or on the court with, that it almost make you feel like they can't, I got to do this I can't mess up. I got to have premium.
I got to represent
in this game. Well, last night, the kids were just going through the motion. It was like it wasn't a Yates Wheatley game. It was just like it was a basketball game.
So was Mick Cronin right other day?
We'll talk about. I can't wait to talk about Mick. Let me see.
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Come on.
So what I did, I asked him. I said, "Here's the thing. First and foremost, I come from one angle on this about these kids, today's kids, and we've hit on this, sideswiped it before, but I got a modified version of it. Most of these kids, they do not play pickup games on the slab. They do not play. They hardly ever play in pickup games, whereas most of the people that's playing don't go to school with them. You follow me? Or ain't they? You see what I'm saying? I mean, you playing in a different environment that you never hardly be in. You playing against in different neighborhoods. You playing in different. You hardly ever play in those settings. Back in yesteryear, for those of you that grew up on playing on the slab, that was the smack talk was part of the culture of basketball. I'm not saying the kids need to be smack talking, but here's the difference that you're going to think about today's kid. You knew back then, you knew the rules of smack talk. When you played on the court, you knew if somebody talking smack, you knew what it meant and what it didn't mean. The smack talk means it was basketball talk. And the way that you respond to that smack talk is with the basketball. You have to make a play to respond to that smack talk. That's how you respond to it. You gotta come back on the other end. And otherwise smack talk has won and the guy win the game. Guess what happened when the game was over with? 5 minutes later, guess what everybody is doing? They're sitting outside in the parking lot on the hoods, drinking the Gatorade, Powerade, a cold beer, a bottle of water. They're fellowshipping. They left that in the gym. Today, these young boys nowadays, they don't even understand and know the art of smack talk. If one was to talk smack on the court nowadays, it's almost like the other one feels he has to fight because he doesn't realize that's smack, that's basketball talk. So therefore, you don't see anytime a kid halfway get to smack talking, and it could be good smack talk. We can't hear it. We in the stands. Somebody gonna roll up, get in his face, push him. Now text going. Now the police coming. Everybody's got to defuse the situation. When that's something that's greatly missing in this culture of these young boys that's playing right now. They don't even know how to smack talk. and they don't even understand, definitely don't understand how to receive it, and they don't understand how to deal with it. So therefore, that's missing. So therefore, the games are going to be blasé in a lot of instances, unless you damn near circling the court and you forcing them to do something. On their own, it's going to be blasé because they don't know. The guy talk smack to you.
So
man,
it wasn't no passion. Because I ain't heard that word. You saying it wasn't no passion.
That's an understatement. Definitely for the most part of it. That wasn't it. In certain moments, guys, and if you're watching, you can take this clip to one of these kids. When you all have been deemed as the red ant in your ant bed, whether it be your team, whether it be your district, whether it be your city, whether it be your state, when you have been deemed that red ant, it is expected of you, if you lacing them up, to perform at a premium rate. That's all. You don't have to win them all, but you're expected to perform and compete at a premium rate. Now, that's now that on that part you mentioned about Mick Conant.
Yeah.
I got a simple. My response is simple to Mick Conant. Sometimes it's the messenger, and we all understand that on a lot of messages. So my problem is with the messenger. I've been knowing Mick, man.
So it can be anybody
back.
but him.
Well, not anybody. It's not him. And it would be, my message would be similar to anybody else, but him, not right now, Mick.
Why?
We understand how you, because Mick already is feeling the walls closing in.
Jimmy, 11-4 when that happened.
I'm just talking about, you can feel the pressure, talking about the NIL pressure, the walls closing in. I mean, the way that these young people act, and you're at a fed up point. You know, you. So here's my thing with Mick regarding what he said. It's very simple. Mick, you watching right now, you know we go a long way back. But guess what, buddy? You picked these players. That's your job. Your job, you get paid a lot of money to go and have a staff in place to vet the background of these kids, to vet the good habits, bad habits, and weigh the good over bad. You picked this. And I'll give you
just because you pick him, don't he picked the wrong one, Jimmy? You done picked the wrong one.
Okay, so you pick him. So guess what? You gotta own that. You gotta own that.
He
pick
owned
better.
It. Why
pick better?
When did he not own that he picked him? Shit, everybody know he picked him. That's self-explanatory. But he just saying, I got more passion than the damn assistant coach and the player. When I'm more energetic than them, I feel him because I've been in some places like that before. And I said, damn, the coach is coaching harder than the players playing. That's just not just Mick. But Jimmy, what? So you won't say that about other players because been knowing Mick for a long time, so you probably don't like Mick. But Jimmy, I think it's the players. I ain't mad at Mick for saying it. And Jay Billis come bringing his old soft ass up there. Jay Billis, I don't want to hear what you saying either. Come and talk about what's the boy name? That's coaching. But you're right. Mick just can't get to these players like he used to, Jimmy. He don't have the power like he used to.
That's a him problem. He got to solve what's in him. Well, he got to solve.
So you So you saying? Hold on, Jimmy. You're wrong. Now you're wrong, and you're contradicting yourself. So the kids at the school, you're saying they're different, but them dudes at college, they different too.
The act that you're calling them out and you call them to the square.
Say that to them.
You're calling them to the square publicly.
Okay.
On something that you're supposed to already know about them. You're supposed to already know who's soft. You already know who not passionate. You don't know that by now. Your job is to get them to act like they are for 40 minutes every other day. That's your job, is to motivate them to crack the whip in order to make them feel like they the little engine that could for 40 damn minutes. That's
Jimmy. Mike Tomlin had a great thing talking about, I accept coaching. They trying to run him out of town because he got some crazy ass players. There's some like Pickens that don't want to play sometimes. Man, this is a unique. So you saying in the school system, these kids are different, but Jimmy, these are the same kids that's now in the league, are now in college.
Yeah, but okay. So
They ass
here's the
crazy.
thing. So the principal is not. It's a disaster waiting to happen if the principal steps out in the parking lot in front of the podium and go and just throws the kids under the bus in their particular school. These kids there, they hopeless. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. No. Now you risk losing those kids that could have connected with you and believed in you when it's time to give them some guidance and leadership.
Only thing I didn't like what Mick said. He had too many. I didn't did this and I didn't did this and I got 500 wins. I didn't like that part. But Jimmy, I've seen, man, these guys, man, just quit on the coach and your ass. See, I'm like my homeboy. I'm like my homeboy Rick Barnes. You didn't like what he said either? Rick Barnes, I took his ass out of the game. They said, why? Watch this.
I took him out first play of the second half because he didn't shoot the ball. I mean, that play was designed for that shot. And I told him, I said, if you're not going to do what you're getting paid to do, you can sit over here because he is getting paid to do that.
Them dudes at UCLA getting paid, man. Them ain't no students, though. They athlete students now. They ain't student athletes no more, Jimmy. Jimmy, I was up there for 6 months, Jimmy. I'm seeing how they living up there. And Jimmy, you can, yeah. And I know Mick Cronin, I wouldn't have never thought I would agree with Mick Cronin in my entire life. But Jimmy, I understand it, me being around them and watching this NIL and the stuff, the way this stuff is changing. Man, these dudes, man, is different, man. You just said it, they different in middle school and different in high school, and these same kids coming to college. So you expect them not to be different there? Be disrespectful there?
No. You don't. It's not about what you expect. It's about knowing. If once again, as I just gave the scenario, you, the leader, you going and whining about it to the public.
You just didn't like the one. Okay.
Them kids gonna be. Well, you the one that picked them kids. You could have picked some. You could have picked a whole bunch of choir boys.
I picked them and they getting paid. I can talk about their ass when I get paid. What they get paid.
Yeah, but no, you whining about them.
I can whine about him too. Jimmy, I didn't. Hold up, Jimmy. Hold up. Let me find old Nick. I like that, Jimmy. I love it. I love it. And I like the way you feel about it, though. But watch this, y'all. Y'all listen.
But we don't play. We're soft. So don't tell me you want to win. Like, just don't tell me you want to win. So don't tell me you want to win. It's crazy, you know. And it's every day. I'm tired of it. It's every day. I have the most energy of anybody at practice every day. I'm upset with everybody in that locker room, my assistant coaches and my players. I mean, I don't need to do anything else. I almost got 500 wins.
That's whining, Jimmy. Tell me when he started whining, Jimmy. You can. We can. Now, since you're on the screen, we can talk.
53.
He put his assistant coach once again. He put his assistant coaches on Front Street in the middle.
I would have put they sorry asses on Front Street. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why I would.
You picked them. I'm
gonna tell you why I would have.
You picked them.
Assistant coaches are not that as valuable as they used to no more. You know why? Jimmy, I got the bag. I can get the players myself. Assistants, you ain't going out recruiting like you used to be. You're not as valuable. And I heard this from a Division I coach. They're not as valuable as they used to be.
They may not be as valuable in the aspect of recruiting, but they still have lots of value because each assistant coach brings a different adage and aspect to the actual coaching standpoint. One coach is a defensive specialist. One coach is an offensive specialist.
I understand all that, Jimmy, but evidently the coach that saw some stuff that he didn't like.
He said, "I'm tired." That's the key. He
tired of them assistant coaches' ass too.
He say, "I'm tired." When you get to a point, you say, "I'm tired." That means I'm tired.
Hey, but Jimmy, when Penny said he was tired and fired all them niggas, excuse me, them beef at the end of the season, people in this community got to talking crazy. But he was tired of their ass. He didn't come out here and say it like this. He was tired of Mike Davis. I love Mike Davis to death. Mike Davis, Jimmy, we're going to leave that up there. Mike Davis came on a Memphis radio station, Memphis show, and they was asking him questions. And Jimmy, let me show you how these folks are. I told y'all there's two different structures. It's the governance structure and the social structure. The governance structure is how we see each other, and the social structure is how they see us. So, dude, come on, go ask ask Mike Davis some questions, Jimmy. He said, well, with your experience and all of that, what do you bring to the program to help Penny in this program this year? You know what Mike Davis, because he knew where the white boy was going with it, you know what he's told him? He said, look, Penny know more basketball than most people, forgot more basketball than most people than know. Hold up. I'm learning since I've been on this campus. He don't need no more basketball players. As an assistant coach, my job is to make sure whatever his vision is, it put it to the players and echo his. Not to bring my own package, not to bring my own. My job, that's how it should be. Mick Cronin, he got tired of them dudes, man. Just listen, Jimmy.
I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. But yet I come in and I have more passion and energy and pride than everybody in. That's the problem. So what the truth of it has been, it's really hard to coach people that are delusional.
And hey, Jimmy, them delusional ass kids you talking about in middle school and high school that your teacher friends been teaching, now they delusional athletes in college. Watch this.
The hungry dog gets the bone. We got guys that think they're way better than they are. They're nice kids. They're completely delusional about who they are. But we don't play. We're soft. So
Jimmy,
don't tell me you want to win.
I wasn't mad at him, Jimmy. I promise you. When I sit there and dissect it, I just wasn't mad at it. Jimmy, I'm sorry, go on.
When you get tired, once again, just pay attention to Mick Cronin. Unless Mick Cronin make it to the Final Four, Mick Cronin gonna lay this shit down real soon.
Absolutely.
Nick Saban said he was tired. And you see what he did? He laid it down.
Jimmy.
Shortly after that. Jimmy. That's the different whole thing. When you coming from, and when he said it, looking in his eyes, man, I'm tired. So it was almost that like you had been trying to herd them cattle and lasso them steer and get them on it, and you realize, man, I'm tired,
dude.
Man. I'm tired.
So you're making my argument. That's why I don't mind. Hold up. Somebody want me to see what Jay Billis played. Hold up. Let me turn my thing up a little loud, so this guy he can hear it, Jimmy. Because I like for my people to have stuff. Let me see.
But I don't think that's what accountability really looks like. That to me looked simply like blame.
We can't hear that.
Just the responsibility of coaching.
Let me go back.
It's easy to beat. And when I didn't care
I hit the
for
mute button,
what
my bad.
Mick had to say after the loss to Michigan. Coaches like to talk about accountability a lot, and rightfully so. I mean, accountability is important in everything. But I don't think that's what accountability really looks like. That, to me, looked simply like blame. So I heard a lot of I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and nobody else is doing it. And I don't think that's true, but that's for him to decide, not me. But I didn't care for it. And oftentimes when I hear something like that, and it's not often, I think about what Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers says. And he says he loves coaches that resist the responsibility of coaching because they're easy to beat. And when you talk negatively about your players, what you're really doing is seeking comfort because your teaching is struggling. I get it. Like, coaches like to think they're more passionate and they're tougher than their players. But I happen to think this is true. Mick Cronin is not tougher than his players. When he was playing, he would not have gotten one loose ball, one rebound against the guys he's got now. That would not happen. I don't believe any of that, and I don't think it's productive. But if he had said the same thing in the confines of the locker room to his players, that's fine. When you do that publicly, I don't care for it. Maybe his players do. Maybe they'll respond positively to it. I just don't. I don't think it's the right thing to do. But that's his decision, not mine. I'm just saying what I think of it.
There's a story about you playing
Jimmy,
in an infamous.
the reason I had to mute, it was muted by mistake. I got this new mic, Jimmy. If I touch it a certain place, like I can, then I touch it, it'll pop back on. I just touched the mic, it'll pop on and off. So this newfangled mic that somebody on this feed gonna tell me to get, and it's a great mic now. But boy, you got to watch if you touch it. You touch it, your head's gonna be in trouble. But come on, Jimmy, come on, tell me about it, because I saw you shaking your head on OJ Billis. Well, you and OJ Billis, y'all together on this one, huh?
On this one, right? More so than not. You know, that's and that's kind of echoed. And I hadn't even heard Jay Billis's words before I spoke.
Okay.
Remember, you asked me earlier. I said I hadn't heard Jay Billis.
Now somebody put it on the feed, said play it. I had to find it.
So I had not even heard it, but it echoed. Think about what I just said earlier, so guys understand the disclaimer now. I had not heard it at all, Jay Billis's. Now, what he just said is similar to what I just said. He came out in the middle to the podium and brought some business and throwed them out on the street for heavy trash day.
And Jimmy, my thing is, Jimmy, before NIL, I wouldn't have liked it. But now I told y'all when y'all was talking about NIL. Man, these players has changed, Jimmy. I don't know how many of you have been around them. Jimmy, some of these have gone crazy. But, so you right. Hey, if you want to quit, quit. So guess what? If I'm going to quit, guess what? Yeah. Hold up. But I'm going to talk about their ass when I quit. I'm so glad he said it, because I've been saying it. But I'm so glad he said it. He just said something.
Which game was that that Mick made this statement? After which game?
Might have been Louisville. Might have been.
No.
Hold up. If I look at the schedule, let me look at the schedule. I'm going to tell you.
They didn't play Louisville. They didn't play Louisville.
Okay, one Louisville. I'm gonna look
the last 4 games was Rutgers, Maryland, Michigan, Nebraska.
Game. It's a Michigan game.
Okay, that was a blowout. Blowout game.
Yeah,
when Michigan went through and beat USC and
Michigan
UCLA.
Game. Yeah,
blowout game. So looks what happens. The next game they played was Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
They got blew out of that one.
Yes, sir.
No, so they didn't respond. So that tells you how they responded.
And the game after that, and the next game
keep going. They played Rutgers with Ace Bailey them, and they whooped them. So now you come and you playing Iowa at home, and
did they beat the Iowa game
in 2 days? Friday, they play Iowa. So they've lost 4 straight for the first time all season.
Jimmy, they messed up, Jimmy. We know they messed up.
So I'm saying, you mentioned earlier, maybe that'll make the how they. I think it wasn't you.
I ain't said that.
At the time, Jay Billis said we'll see how they respond. He said maybe those kids can respond to that. We'll see how they respond to that. Well, guess what? So far, it's been a failure, and it's still a conversation.
What conference is UCLA in now?
I thought they going to the Big Ten.
Big Ten. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for. I ain't even been keeping up with them. Let me see. UCLA. Yeah. Rutgers beat them too. Yes. Yeah.
They lost 4 straight.
Jimmy,
4 straight.
that man might lay it down, man.
I'm telling you. So now you tired then? Guess what your ass is now?
I'm tired as hell now. But them dudes still getting paid, Jimmy. Them rotten ass, non-playing ass players getting paid. They pros now. You can't protect them.
One of the topics, of course, for tomorrow, and that is to remind you guys, certain schools have already begun to opt in to the settlement, and they already have put out how much each player will get paid at certain programs. It is already being released right now. I know Texas Tech released it yesterday. They gave you the dollar amount that each is expected to get paid, whether you play football, basketball, women, girls, boys, or baseball, soccer, volleyball. Those are the main sports, I think, where the money is going. And Colorado has disbanded their collective and shifted it over up under the school arm of the school. That's for tax purposes because the school is definitely a write-off, and the IRS is expected to put stipulations in place that's going to challenge certain collectives and their
all it is, Jimmy, if it's a collective, you can't write it off. You got to give it to the school if you want to write it off. That's all it is. But Colorado, Coach Prime said he going to start deducting some of that money. You see that, didn't it?
Yeah. But that's the whole thing. You can't do that. You can't do
what?
That. I mean, that's a good. You can't do that. Can't do
what?
It. Can't do it.
Jimmy, how you know? What's the rule? Tell me the rule that say you can't. Give me the rule. Give me the rule that say you can't. They don't have no rules, Jimmy.
Unless you admit they are employees and you have a collective bargaining, you can't do that.
My
you
can
NIL,
talk about it all you want. My NIL thing, if you don't do this and you don't do this, yes, they can take that damn money back. Don't go to class and don't go to and put the university at peril. They can take that money back, Jimmy. I'm trying to tell you now.
You just said you just shifted what you just said.
I ain't shifted nothing. I'm just giving you all the facts.
No. What that means is that part of your agreement that you signed has been compromised or has been not been fulfilled. That's different, Hatter. That's different than a person saying, I'm gonna dock you. He was making it sound in the adage, I'm taking your money. I'm messing with your money. That's already been agreed upon. If that ain't in the money they already got. He was talking to his players, Prime was, that's on the football team right now.
Yeah.
And those agreements
Jimmy, everybody gonna follow suit with that. I'm telling you, it's the wild, wild west. Jimmy, ain't nothing you can do to stop it. Nothing. What the players gonna sue? You gonna sue the coach? You gonna sue the university?
This coach, the money ain't coming from the coach. And you know what that means by Prime saying that?
From the coach, the people gonna side with the coach, not the player.
By Prime making such a statement, you know what that means? That means he know he gone. That means he know he gone. By them people putting the clip in the first.
Jerry Jones come and give me what I think they told me Jerry Jones trying to give him, I'd have been gone.
No, first you get, you know how this stuff go. When coaches first before they walk in the door, you try to go and get some of your staff in place first before you even walk there. Otherwise, you got to tell too many people no that they're gonna feel some kind of way.
Jimmy,
so first you got
Jimmy. Jimmy, you don't like nobody tell you what to do. You got to have recourse. You can't. Everything can't be sided for the damn player. See, that's what y'all got this NIL and this stuff is all twisted. It's only player. So a player can just come and just do any damn thing and no recourses and still get the money. You got to be out your mind even think that they're going to keep letting them do that. It's not going to happen. I'm just telling you, it's not going to happen.
Doing everything and keep not going to happen at what level?
At the college level. What are you talking about?
We're not. Hold on. Ain't nobody. Hold on. What are we talking about? Ain't nobody said that. We were talking about a man said he's gonna go and mess with your money that you got an agreement with from somewhere else. That's what I'm talking about.
Not somewhere else. I'm talking about at his school. Oh, you must didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Man,
I'm talking about that. We talking about Deion Sanders in Colorado.
Yeah.
He told them players, "I'm gonna mess with your money and stop going to class."
Yeah.
You can't touch their money. You can influence and encourage that guy to make their money late. Hey man, don't send it off.
Hey man, I'm finna go, man. I'm finna go.
You can't touch their money right now. Now when they when the money go up under
Jimmy,
the school,
Jimmy, give me the precedents. Give me the rule that say he can't touch it. Ain't no rules.
The NIL deal does not include the coach, Hatter.
How you what?
But the NIL deal does not include the coach name in there.
But the coach, excuse me, they ain't gonna get no NIL deal if the coach don't agree on it.
Well, that's the future. Hatter, you talking in future tense? We talking about what done already happened.
But he talking about Jimmy. He talking about next year.
No, we talking about right now. Cause no, Hatter. Let me tell you what.
Jimmy, Shadur and them gone. That's a new year, Jimmy. It's a new year.
Hatter, let me put this in perspective for you so you understand what's going on.
I know what's going on.
What's going on now? This came on the heels of the news that the Colorado football team had a 3.0 GPA for the first time in the history of the school. So this was an applaudance to that. He talking with his team. And now here's the deal. In talking with his team, there's still the rest of the semester to go through. A lot of kids sometimes, if they think they for the transfer, they going to the draft, whatever, some kids stop going to school. Some kids stop going to class. It happens all over. So that was in the context of him telling them dudes, y'all gotta take y'all and keep going to class. If I find your ass missing class, then blah, blah, blah. That's what he's talking about right now, not for next term, Hatter. Not for next term. That was about them kids because they'll start messing around.
Jimmy, these are his new people coming in. These are the people for next year, Jimmy. His old team is gone. These are the new team. But I got to get out of here, man. I got to go study it, and you can come back. I'll see y'all tomorrow, y'all. I done went over too long today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. That's a good subject, though. See y'all tomorrow. I'm looking for my button to cut it off. There it is, right there. See you tomorrow.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.